Okay, so today I just want to play, just for the sake of it. I have no plan. It's not for a design team. It's not for a particular project. It's just for the fun of it. So I have a double page here that's covered up in paint. I was just using that to clean up my brush, and I have no idea what to do with it. The yellow today is not appealing to me, so I have kind of sort of an idea in my head. I have a ton, and by a ton I mean a drawer full of old Stampin' Up! Inks. I even have one that's from close to my heart. I don't have the stamp pads anymore, but I kept the refills because yeah, you can do stuff with it, right? So I have these three, and I also have these all-purpose inks. I believe these are, well, we used to use them with Stampin' Up, but these are manufactured by d.d.o, and they produce amazing results. I remember liking those. So I have this paper that has a resist on it, so I figured this could be fun. So what I'm going to do is cover partially these two pages with the paper. Alright, so the modeling paste is all dry. It creates a nice texture. Next I'm going to take some inks, as I've showed you at the beginning. I'm going to start with the brown, and the idea is that the ink will go into the crevices of the modeling paste and will also bring the resist pattern to life. I'm not sure. I've never done this, so it's just an experiment, and let's go with it. This thing's full of water already. Yeah, looks like it's not gonna go well. Okay, well, plan B. Well, I guess these would work on watercolor paper, but not so much on this, as you can tell. So, okay, let's try it with distress inks, because I know they're more reactive to water. Maybe I should have wet the paper first. Yeah. See the distress inks, they work better. Let me just give you a close-up of that. So as you can see, with the distress inks, I can totally see the pattern of the resist, which is kind of cool and exactly what I wanted. So yeah. So I'm going to be dropping random drops here. I guess I need to cover that area now. Okay, I think I prefer the vintage photo. I love how I get a yellow edge around the inks. I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but it looks as if the paper was really aged or even set on fire. So I quite like that. So what I'm going to do is put a few drops of the vintage photo in this tiny container, because well, just one drop actually, because I don't think I need all that much, and I don't care for these big spots. So I first going to spray, and then I'm going to use a water brush. It doesn't really have a lot of water in it, but I'm going to lay the ink down with the water brush first, and then spray with water. Yeah, see, I like this better. I like this much better, actually. Yeah. Alright, I'm back. I let this dry overnight because it was it was warping quite a bit. There was a lot of bumps on the road. So I want to add a couple of other colors to this background, and then I'm going to doodle over that. That's my plan. We'll see if I change my mind along the way, but that's my intention. So this is peel paint, distress ink. I'm going to add this with my water brush. I'm not thinking too much, but at the same time I'm not really random. I kind of have an idea that I want to follow the embossed pattern that's in the paper, and these are flowers, so I kind of want to create the illusion here of leaves, so that's why I'm adding green. Next I want to add some festive berries. Now this is a total experiment because I know that the green and the brown in the background are reactive to water. I might create more of a darker brown than anything else, but let's just see how, let's try it, you know? Okay, so I just had a crazy idea. I want to incorporate color pencils too. I just thought it would be fun to add a bit of that to my page. It's an experiment. Again, this is what art journaling is about to me. It's about experimenting. So I'm just gonna have fun and probably shape some leaves here and there with the pencils. So now my great debate is, do I use a white pen to outline the flowers, which would be awfully nice, but I have a feeling that if I do that, the distress inks will come back up. So I'm gonna try anyway, since the doodling will happen on the embossed portions of these. We'll see how it goes. I like these kind of like cute little dotty flowers that I'm getting right there. And sure enough, whatever's on the embossed areas will probably stay white. But I don't think the whole design will. Okay, so this is what it looks like when it's dry. However, I find these lines are a little bit too wide. So I have the Jelly Roll white pen. Excuse me. I'm going to see if I can use this instead. And I'm pretty sure that it's going to stick on the embossed areas because I have used these pens on glass many years ago. So I am just following the lines that's on the design and inventing some as well. So I have traced the designs with the white pen, and by the way, this pen works wonderful on non-glossy surfaces. It was a bit difficult on the modeling paste. I had to go over it twice, but this is fantastic. This is not even the souffle pen. It's just a straight up Jelly Roll. It says 08, which is the white. Here, let me give you a close-up. I've had it in my stash for a while, but I've never really used it. And so that was a nice discovery. So right now they're not really popping as much as I wanted them to. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to do a bit of shading around that just to bring them back up, I guess. For this I intend to use the Prismacolor. This is French Grainy 90%. excuse me, it's a warm gray. I don't want to use anything too cool because of the warm tone that I have of this page, and I think this will go and pick up the letters that are in the background on this paper. So I don't want to hide the white line. This is just to emphasize, actually. Alright, I'm back. What started out as being super simple turned out to be something completely different. As you can see, I added quite a bit of shadow. I also added dark green on the leaves, so the leaves was done with dark green. That's what it's called, PC 908. These are Prismacolor Premier, by the way. And so yes, so what I tried to do was go over these lines one more time with the gel pen. I'm not having a lot of success, and I'm considering going over all of the lines with the extra fine Sharpie. Now the problem is that I know for a fact that this is going to be much thicker no matter how extra fine this is. So I'm debating whether I should do it or not. I'm obviously not finished with this page, but I do want those white details to pop. My guts tell me yes. My head tells me no, don't do it. So I'm going to follow my guts. Let's see how that's going to turn out. Okay, now that I've made this big old messy background, which I happen to like, it's a different take on what I usually do. I like bold and bright colors, but I guess that was the mood that I was in yesterday. I want to write a big quote across that, mainly here and here. So I've been playing with what I want to say, and here's what I want to write. Whoa, those are big dots. They're staying. I can't erase that. Wow, my pen is leaking. Okay. I think I forgot to record some parts. So I'm pretty sure I recorded how I wrote this, but what I'm doing right now is fattening up my letters the way I usually do, so all the descending or downstrokes are fattened up. So I will continue to do that. Adding some white shadows to the letters, but I'm afraid it's going to be too confusing with the background. I'm just going to leave it like that. I kind of want to do more white dots though. I'm removing the black dots. I have an X-Acto knife. Yeah, that works. Okay, so I was gonna add some glitter to it, but you know what? I don't think I will. I'm gonna leave it like that because I wasn't really feeling glittery when I started this stage, so I'm gonna stick true to, oops, well then, stick true to what I felt. Now I'm just messing it all up, so I'm gonna start right here. Not sure if you've learned anything along the way. I felt like sharing it, so if you did learn something, great for you. And if you have any questions whatsoever, feel free to leave them below, and I will see you later. Bye!